another Lessons with Lori. I'm Lori Van Linton, the founding artistic director of VOCE Studios in Augusta, Georgia. And today my goal is to bring a little vocal health and voice training to your day. Today I'm going to bring you another warm-up Wednesday, but we're going to do something a little different than just a warm-up. Today we're going to be working on a vocal exercise. Now you might be thinking, what is the difference between a warm-up and an exercise? And the distinction is important to you as a singer and also to your voice teacher who's working with you on specific techniques. Every day we should be warming up, and I've got a video that shows you a warm-up that you can do first thing in the morning just to be able to make sound. And so when you're focusing on warm-ups, that is to stretch the muscles that you're using as a singer, to stretch your instrument, to make sure that you are ready for the amount of singing or speaking that you're going to be doing in the very near future. A voice exercise is specifically geared to teach you a specific technique. And oftentimes what I like to do is take the repertoire that I've given my students and pull a section of that music out and create an exercise using that piece of music. So for example, maybe there's a large leap that my student needs to do and they're having a hard time getting that space. Maybe what I'll do is take those few measures and move them into a lower part of their register that's more comfortable for them, and then create a warm-up that gradually gets higher and higher and higher. And usually I'll take it even higher than it needs to go in the piece of music, just to be able to focus on that section and on the technique of how I want them to approach those notes. It could very well be that it has to do with maybe a little bit more of ear training, and here's a weird passage that has stranger notes, and so we'll start it in one key and move it so that way you get used to the flexibility of moving from pitch to pitch. Or it could very well be that here's a piece of music that has crazy runs, and what I want you to do is work on your flexibility of your voice. So I'll take this section, start it out low, or maybe start it at a slower tempo, and eventually make it move faster and faster to help you work on the technique without thinking about the entire song. All right, so let's dive right into it and see what it is that we'll be working on today. Today we're going to be working out of a book that I've used before and absolutely love. It's called Sing Legato by Kenneth Jennings. And if you would like your own copy of this, I have put a link to where to purchase in the notes for the video and also on my blog. I highly recommend it. Every exercise in here is fantastic for both the singer and the educator, and I've used every single one of them. So today we're going to be doing the exercise called Sigh the Tone. Now, why would you use this one? If you have a student, or if you yourself are somebody that sort of freaks out when you have larger jumps, either from really high to really low, or even if it's not necessarily high, you wind up attacking the top note and then collapsing on the bottom note, or you struggle to connect your phrasing when moving from upper to lower. Oftentimes we will use a sigh to help you create that sound, that feeling of a nice and connected. Now, you heard that one was a little on the breathy side. It also could be that you have a tough onset, like a glottal onset, or you're holding back your air because you're concerned with the high note. And so we might, as your teachers, ask you to be breathy, let that breath go and let it release so that you can start moving forward. Eventually, what we want is for it not to be a breathy sound or a breathy feeling, but a supported tone. But sometimes you got to do what you got to do to unlock things if you're tense and you're getting stuck. So what you do moving from the high note to the low note, it's not a glissando. Now we've done the ones where it's where we've gliding and hitting each one. It's not, but it's also not target practice of it's also not that, okay? What we want is connecting the high to the low. So again, be really careful not to attack the high and then collapse on the low. You want to keep your breath going. So I'm going to read the words for you first, and it goes, sigh the tone with a smile inside, sigh, smile on an even breath. So the words even lend itself to you performing this exercise with the proper technique. In the next section, I'm going to go ahead and show you the full vocal exercise and walk you through it. I'm going to start by singing the exercise for you, and then we'll break down what each of these areas mean and what you can do while working on this technique. So it goes like this. Sigh the tone, with a smile inside. Sigh, smile, on an even breath. Now, you may have a student that can sing longer phrases from sigh the tone, take a breath, with a smile inside, or maybe not. As long as you are taking a low supported breath in between, that's fine. The longevity will come. Here we're working on the connectivity of your breath to your sound, okay? So when it says with a smile inside, what you don't want is a sigh the tone, with a smile. You get a really dark back kind of a sound. Use all of this area here. And so I love that it says with a smile inside, because it helps you think of inside your mouth, giving that space, all right? Smile. So think of it from your cheekbones, all right? I always have my kids put their fingers right here to think of the fact that this is where I want that sound to come from, okay? So there's where the smile inside comes from. Then you're going to sigh, smile, on an even breath. Not pushing, not holding it back, okay? So again, not a glissando of sigh the tone or a punch. Sigh the tone. You want to relax into it and let that breath be connected. So the next section of this, I am going to put up a screen that has the text for you and the melody line, and we'll be playing the accompaniment so that you can go through all of the transpositions. Good luck with it and have fun. Thanks so much for joining me today. If you are interested in more information about group or private voice lessons, either in person or virtual, please feel free to visit us at singaugusta.com. And if you found this video helpful, please hit the like button and be sure to subscribe to our channel so that way you don't miss out on any videos on vocal health and voice training. Have a great day.